Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. Today we're doing things a little bit differently, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Think of me as your personal, highly caffeinated study buddy. We've got a really fascinating textbook chapter on the introduction to AI, and instead of just giving you a high-level summary, we are actually going to read through the core concepts together, step by step. And then we're going to tackle the homework at the end as a team. So let's just dive right in. So, here's our game plan for this explainer. First, we'll look at natural versus artificial intelligence. Then, we'll explore the auto-draw tool and do a quick chapter summary review. After that, we'll hit the exam phase, multiple choice, short answers, and blanks, and wrap the whole thing up with true, false, and matching. All right, let's jump straight into section 1. Natural versus artificial intelligence. Before we even touch on computers, we've got to ask, what exactly is intelligence? Well, according to our text, intelligence is an ability to think, understand, and learn from previous experiences and use it in a given situation. And what's really crucial here, the real secret sauce, is that heavy focus on learning from previous experiences. Whether you're a human who touches a hot stove and learns, hey, let's not do that again, or you're an advanced machine analyzing millions of data points to predict the weather, intelligence is fundamentally about adapting based on the past. To help us figure out exactly where AI fits into the picture, our book breaks the physical world down into two big buckets. Over on the left, we've got natural things. These are made or produced by God, and this is key. Natural things can breathe. Think of a dog or a tree. Then on the right, we have artificial things. These are made or produced by humans, and they cannot breathe, like an airplane or a bus. This vertical comparison is just brilliant because it gives us such a simple black and white baseline. AI, right there in the name, belongs firmly on the right side of this chart. Make sure you lock this distinction in your mind for the quiz later. Moving right along to section 2, exploring the auto-draw tool. The book highlights this really cool, totally free program called AutoDraw. Basically, AutoDraw is a modern drawing tool that uses machine learning, which is a branch of artificial intelligence, to transform your everyday scribbles, doodles, and, let's face it, crude sketches into really polished traditional symbols. So the big takeaway here is that it's not just a blank digital canvas. It's a smart canvas that is actively trying to figure out what you want to create, all without you having to download any clunky software. Getting started is actually incredibly easy. Our text lays out 3 exact steps to get up and running. Step 1, just go to the AutoDraw site at autodraw.com in your browser. Step 2, click Start Drawing to begin. And step 3, you'll immediately get a blank drawing canvas. There's literally no heavy installation. It's just instant access to an AI assistant. And let's look at how this brilliantly works in practice. Say you want to draw a bicycle. You grab the AutoDraw tool and sketch out a rough doodle of a bike. Maybe 2 wobbly circles connected by a crooked line. Now, as you do this, the AI isn't just passively sitting there recording your mouse clicks. It's actively watching, analyzing your shapes, and constantly comparing them to a massive database to try and guess what object you're aiming for. And then, the magic actually happens. This scrolling list of suggested images pops up at the top, showing what the AutoDraw AI thinks might match your sketch. If you see what you meant to draw, you just click that suggested image and boom, it instantly replaces your messy doodle with a clean, perfectly proportioned drawing of a bicycle. It's literally taking your basic human input and using artificial intelligence to totally elevate it. Okay, section 3, chapter summary review. Before we jump into the testing phase of our explainer, let's synthesize the key takeaways the book wants us to remember. First, natural things can breathe. Second, a robot is a great example of AI. Third, AI machines can help teach students. Fourth, several smart devices work wirelessly or even remotely. And we also have two quick vocabulary definitions. External means outsider, and gadgets are advanced devices. Seriously, lock these facts in your memory right now, guys, because we are definitely about to use them. All right, time for the fun part. Section 4, solving multiple choice questions. It is officially practice time. We're going to work through these back-of-the-book questions together, and I want you to actively participate here. When I read the question, I'm going to pause, and I want you to literally yell the answer at your screen. Ready? Let's go. Let's look at question number 1. What is it called when a machine can think and learn like a human? Is it A, human intelligence, B, artificial intelligence, or C, natural things? What do you think? If you yelled B, artificial intelligence, you absolutely nailed it. Great job. That ties perfectly back to our very first definition of what intelligence is, just specifically applied to a machine. Let's keep this momentum going into section 5, short answers and blanks. Okay, jumping down to the fill in the blanks section. Question 1. A tree is a natural thing because it is made by blank. And we've got a handy word bank here: nature, gadgets, doodle, AI, robot. Take a second. Which one logically fits? The correct answer is nature, of course. A tree is a natural thing because it is made by nature. That directly references that awesome vertical comparison chart between natural and artificial things we looked at earlier. You guys are doing great. And finally, we've reached section 6, true, false, and matching. This is the last page of our test, folks. Just some true or false statements and a classic match the columns exercise. Let's knock these out and get that perfect score. Here's a true or false question based on that software we just explored. AutoDraw can help turn your messy scribble into a neat drawing. What do we think? Is that true or false? That is 100% true. Remember our little bicycle doodle? We drew 2 wobbly circles and a line, and the AI swapped it out for a pristine, neat graphic? AutoDraw is absolute proof of that statement. All right, the grand finale. Match the columns. Let's see how beautifully all the concepts from this chapter tie together. Number 1, AI matches with B, the intelligence of a computer. Number 2, smartwatch matches with C, a smart gadget worn on the wrist. Number 3, our new favorite tool, the AutoDraw tool, matches with E, guesses what you were drawing. Number 4, doodle, goes to A, a rough, quick drawing. And finally, number 5, HI, which stands for human intelligence, matches with D, the brain power of a person. Look at that! We totally aced it! We completely crushed that chapter. But before we wrap up, I want to leave you with something to really chew on. If an AI can already look at a rough, messy doodle and accurately guess what you're trying to draw, effectively understanding your creative intent, what human skill do you think it's going to learn to replicate next? Keep thinking about how artificial intelligence will continue to learn from past experiences and shape our future, long after today's homework is done. Thanks for studying with me today on The Explainer. Catch you next time.